So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matheus Cunha will be scheming up here, Peter. He's a lovely link-up man who can take on all sorts of creative roles.
Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Doku. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Matheus, big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it! Rafael Leao! And it's hoisted clear.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And this is Modric. Now it's Hazard. Not the most accurate pass. Sané. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The Netherlands yet to have an attempt on goal. Modric plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Lahm. Pirlo. Lahm. That's been cut out, well played. Now he's got space here. Well timed, excellent interception. That's an imaginative pass. Nicely weighted ball. Doku is flagged offside. Courtois claims comfortably. And he cuts out the supply. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. Pirlo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Sané. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Sané. He's got away.
That's just playing it safe and simple. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He shifted it to the flank. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Beckham. And it's Lahm. That's a shade optimistic. Out to the left it goes. Gets a good foot in there. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's on his way! Ibrahimovic! Off the post! Well, that has not gone well. Looking for the run. Beckham. Aimed in towards the... He's got tall! Goal! The Netherlands! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. The Netherlands really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Spread neatly. Marquinhos. The Netherlands leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Oh, nicely intercepted. Deftly out wide. Now it's Doku. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Barella! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! And that's gone loose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Grafenberg. Oh, good take and a good... And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Sane engages and forces him off the ball. He's gone for goal! And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
The Netherlands leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Here we go again. The Netherlands carrying a one-goal lead. The Netherlands come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, what has happened here? Tries to cross. Header! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
The Netherlands are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That pass isn't the best. He's looking wide. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Beckham. Lahm. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse, merciless. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Caros espectadores, vivam de forma responsável. Qualquer indivíduo que apresente sinais de embriaguez ou comportamentos desapropriados será expulso do recinto. Muito obrigado.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you, that takes the shot! And the ball's come loose here, crossed into the middle, and that has been cleared. Azar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Hullet. Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Pirlo. He's picked his way through. Lahm receives it in a wide position. Maldini with the clearance. Tries to pass it through. He could be in here. Rummenigge! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. The Netherlands are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Roberto Carlos. Now Modric. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's gone for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Hullet tries to clear. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Modric. He's tried one! Hullet. The Netherlands are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. That is good alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Messi looking to run onto it. Roberto Carlos.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Hullet. He's looking wide. It's a good-looking delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And they're back on the ball again. Van Dijk. And he plays one through. China trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Lahm. Pirlo. Rodri calmly anticipates. And it's Azar. Azar has created one goal already. Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Carlos. And that's aimed into the middle. Sarri, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Thuram goes long. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Beckham. Pass somewhat off target. Rodri. Hazard. And the counter is on. And this is Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. A header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that is as far as they're going to go.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. It's Roberto Carlos! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Van Dijk is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. Rodri. And it's Messi. Rummenigge. Great ball and he's decent chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
China are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of mood.
And we've reached half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The Netherlands really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 7, Ibrahimovic. Coming on to replace him.
Here we go again then.
Number 11.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And this is Messi. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Maldini. The Netherlands do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Gilberto Silva. Rummenigge. Foot in. And it's Beckham. Beckham goes steaming forward. Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played. Beckham.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, no joy this time. Lahm. And it's Rodri. Van Dijk.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Lahm. Spread neatly. Oh, that's fabulous. In towards the back stick. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Baresi. 60 minutes played. The Netherlands do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's Pirlo. Beckham. Maldini with the clearance. Goes for the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
The Netherlands seem to have deployed this as a tactic that may need reconsideration.
And it's Lahm. Ambitious ball here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Lahm. Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Azar. Shot could... And Hullet! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Sané. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Baresi. And it's Beckham. Half an hour gone in the second half. Baresi. Searching pass he's played there. Good read, needed to be. And they can counter here. Azar. Roberto Carlos. Now Van Dijk. And it's Azar. Rodri, a man never lacking in drive or determination.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. The Netherlands are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Modric, played out to the left flank. Oh, they can break here. Into the last 5 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? And he's lost his man. There's the shot! Now it's Roberto Carlos. He is through here. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Big header! No, not the best of headers. Baresi. And it's Modric. Beckham. And this is Messi. He's having a go. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And we're done. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
It's Ibrahimovic! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
The Netherlands finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a good ball out wide. Maldini makes the interception. Vieira. Thuram. Nice bit of trickery. He's shifting through the gears here. Pirlo. And he plays one through. Ibrahimovic gets through on his own. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Gullit. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to
Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic. Actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The Netherlands with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. And here's Ibrahimovic.